That's tjhlaw.com/radio.
Showers, 54 degrees. Get Austin News on demand at
Out an 11-0 res first.
news.com.
The 2020 election is happening here.
We are all going to witness this again in 2020.
We don't want to blow this.
We want to keep it going.
That's right.
The Todd and Don Show is on the air. Here are Todd and Don.
Jump in here at 512-836-0590. In a 5-4 ruling, the U.S. Supreme Court allows President Trump to plan to deny green cards to those who may need government aid. That's the headline on NBC News, so you got to take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, the Supreme Court issued an order Monday allowing the Trump administration to begin enforcing new limits on immigrants who are considering likely to become overly dependent on government benefit programs.
Fine.
The court voted 5-4. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, they propped her up. Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, they said that they would have felt they would have left a lower court ruling in place that blocked the enforcement while a legal challenge works, its way through the court system. Yeah. Well, the Department of Homeland Security announced in August that it would expand the definition of public charge to be applied to people whose immigration to the United States could be denied because of concerns that they would primarily depend on government income. In other words, we want to bring the best. And if you got a way to take care of yourself, you got a job planned or something like that, or a means to take care of yourself, then according to the administration, you're welcome. But if you have to live on the government teat, well, then you're going to be pushed to the back.
Right.
The Supreme Court says, okay.
Is there a downside to this? I'm sure that this is going to upset a lot of people on the left. Of course it will.
Absolutely.
This is cruel. Absolutely. How can we deny these people? But why should we let them over here if they're going to become a drain? Nothing but a drain.
Now, in the past, this was largely based on assessment that an immigrant would be dependent upon cash benefits, but the Trump administration proposed to broaden the definition to include non-cash benefits, such as Medicaid, supplemental nutrition, federal housing assistance, SNAPs, things like that, housing grants. Anyone who would likely be required that broader range of help for more than 12 months in any 3-year period would be swept into the expanded definition and not allowed to get a green card.
No, I'm sure this to a lot seems absolutely horrifying, horrible. What a horrible thing to do. But to me, it's an example of how Donald Trump is putting this country first, putting Americans first, and I have absolutely no issue with this whatsoever. No, it's complete common sense.
Yeah.
Don't have a flood of folks coming over here who essentially are going to drain us, who make this country more difficult for U.S. citizens to live in, make it more expensive for you and I to live here. It makes no sense whatsoever. So it's part of the tough stuff that he is willing to do, to look at it, see it for what it is, and we're going to do better.
Right.
That's it.
Jump in here, 512-836-0590. What do you make of this? This is the kind of thing the city council would not like.
Oh, they'd hate this
here in Austin.
Oh no, this is actually, it would be immoral to them, immoral, unethical, cruel, monsters, absolute.
Well, you don't mind helping
the devil.
You don't mind helping poor people,
Satan. Right? No, but just as long as they're also willing to help themselves at the same time. And let's face it, a lot of folks would come here specifically for those entitlements, for those kinds of benefits, for those kinds of resources, and expect for us to support them for the rest of their lives. Now, I'm not willing to do it.
In response to a lawsuit filed by New York, Connecticut, Vermont, and New York City, the immigrant aid groups, a federal judge in New York, imposed a nationwide injunction blocking the government from enforcing this broader rule. And Congress never meant to consider the kind of time limits that the government proposed. That's what the judge said. And the test has always been whether an immigrant would become primarily dependent on cash benefits. Well, the government has long had the authority to block immigrants who are likely to become public charges, but the term has never been formally defined. I kind of feel like we should spend those resources helping citizens of America first.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't mind helping other people, but I think we should help our own first.
Yeah,
does that make me the bad guy?
Yes, it does. To some, it does.
Wow.
Yeah. But I agree. We only want the best over here, and if someone is going if we're going to have immigrants coming in that can make this country an even better place,
come on,
come see us.
Get here,
come see us.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, but if you're going to hold us back, I'm sorry. What's in it for us?
Ruben is downtown on the Todd and Don Show. Good morning.
I'm the devil. Hey.
Good morning. I just want to say I'm glad in the court ruled this way. When I have my kids, my insurance pay part and I have to pay the other part. Then I know people. Then they work, and that's the sad part. They work. They here illegally, but they work. They make money, but because they don't prove any income, they don't have to pay. So somebody else is paying. It's not free. Somebody is paying for the deliver. And I know by a fact they didn't pay anything when they have their kids. And I know these people, I didn't say anything, but I feel bad. And I have to work. I have to pay my taxes. Then I have to pay my part for my kids. And these people, because they don't have the proof, they can avoid that.
I kind of think that this policy will actually lead to a reduction in crime. America will become a more safer place because of this. Because if you allow thousands and thousands to come to the country and they have no means to take care of themselves,
right?
I don't know about you, but if I don't have means to take care of my family, some people lead to crime, stealing things.
That's right. People tend to get desperate.
People get desperate.
They do.
Let's squeeze in.
They don't think clearly.
Stephen on 620. Stephen.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. Totally in support of it. And here's the deal. Whenever you have this, I think immigrants...
Your phone cut out, Stephen.
Open.
Excuse me, but we didn't hear you. Your phone cut out there. Start over.
Yeah, immigration might actually be prone to going up if you cut out entitlements because the people that are going to come here are dedicated, they're going to be hardworking, they're going to pay their taxes, and they're going to contribute to a better society because they're thinking of their own well-being first, and that's going to put America first.
Yeah.
I think it's a win-win.
Absolutely. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. We got this tweet on the News Radio KLBJ Facebook page. She says this is shameful.
Oh, yeah.
America shouldn't have a wealth test for admission.
No.
It's a place where millions of people are descendants of immigrants who came with nothing and made a life. The American dream isn't a private club with a cover charge. It's the possibility of remaking your future. That's what Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez had to say.
I see. Well, that's all sound. That's good and fine. Very dramatic, not practical, and hush up.
Jump in here, 512-836-0590.
The Todd and Don Show.
Todd Jeffries here. It's a new year. Family and friends, they have left for the holidays, and they left a mess, didn't they? Your carpets, right? I want to tell you about Zero Res. They have a patented green-powered water technology system where the engines of this system is actually mounted on the truck. I've gone out with Brad, the owner and operator of Zero Res. We went out and talked to one of his clients. They lived on a ranch, and they had a lot of animals, a lot of farm animals, dogs, cats, chickens, pigs, donkeys. They had it all. And you could only imagine what their carpet was like, treading in all of that stuff. Well, whenever I left, and whenever they finished cleaning the carpet looked brand new. It was amazing. And no chemicals, no detergents, no toxic chemicals whatsoever. So this is, a safe process for your pets and for your children. Zero Res. They got an incredible deal going on right now. They'll come out and clean 3 carpeted rooms for only $119. Plus, they'll even clean 100 square feet of tile for free. And I can almost guarantee when they clean the tile, you're going to say, hey, Brad, can your guys clean this over here as well? Because they do an amazing job. In fact, a lot of people reach out to Zero Res for routine cleaning, like every 3, 4, 5, 6 months or so. And people love it. Yeah, Zero Res. Reach out to them today at 290-9990. 290-9990. You're going to thank me for this one. Tell them Todd sent you, by the way. 290-9990 or online, ZeroResAustin.com.